Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on the mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. And blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. And blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. And blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. And blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets, they will who were before you." And that's Matthew, starting in Matthew chapter 5. And this is another Glory to Glory podcast, and this is Let's Go with Patrick. And I'm sitting here in front of Mission Peoria, my home, and that is Phil's American flag. And he says I like to hang up the Mexican flag to honor his heritage, and I said go for it, man. And I just want to tell you that I just came back from doing laundry, and I like going there. It's a great ministry field. But this morning was kind of weird. I just felt like a weird attitude in the air, and I approached one lady. I said, "So you're from Peoria?" And she looked at me like startled, like I talked to her or whatever. And I just started talking with her, and she says, "I don't want to talk to you." And so I said, "Thank you for being a blessing to this community, blessing to Peoria, and I think you're awesome, amazing. And my name is Patrick." And I walked on. She shrugged me off, and I walked on, and just got into the Word a little bit. And it just there was one guy comes in. He had some kind of an attitude about wanted the TV set on at a certain channel or whatever like that. And in my heart, I'm going, I'm going to eventually talk to this guy. I don't know. I think the Lord's moving me. So, and he got the, sort of kind of aptitude with the worker that works there, but she handled it well. And I approached him. Well, he came to me. So, and I said, "So how are things going for you? How's your morning going? Kind of have a rough start?" And he goes, "Well, not really. I'm just expressing my feelings and whatnot." And he got into some conversation a little bit, and he says that I think we're just all here to just people. The government's trying to make us hate everybody. We're all here, we're all here. Just everybody's hating on everybody. I said, you're one of the changers, man. You're going to be one of the changers, and you can't depend on the government. You can't depend on other people. You're the one who you want to see change. You change. You be the changer." He goes, and told me where he worked and how he lost his mom, and just said he had to struggle all his life, depending totally on himself to accomplish what he accomplished. And so he kind of walked off, and continued talking to the coworker. She calmed him down a bit, but he came back up to me as I was leaving. I got all the clothes folded. But actually, what's really started, because I kind of was like, man, what is going on here? And I texted my buddy Dave. I said, man, it's just like, this is weird. I just, he goes, "Well, I'll pray for you." And right after he done text me, the worker came up to me, and she's talking to me. I said, "Well, how things going?" She goes, I had a squirrel in my yard." I said, "Okay, a squirrel?" She goes, "Yeah. It was like not fully grown, whatever, but I was able to take it and put it in the tree and whatever." And she told me her little adventure with the squirrel. She actually prayed for the squirrel. I said, "That's kind of cool. That animals were here before we were. They're God's creations, they're God's creatures, and there's nothing wrong about praying for your animal." But one lady, she said that she had an attitude about that, and she says, "Well, yeah, but we're supposed to be praying for people, not animals." I said, "Well," I told her again, that the animals were here first, and God loves the animals, just But yes, we are His children. We are created in His image, but yet the animals are special to Him. All His creation is special to Him. When He created in Genesis says that everything that he created said it is good, it is good, it is good, and then we show up, and but after that, he, as I was leaving, the man with the attitude said, nice talking to you, man. And so I got all my laundry in the car because I didn't want to fold because I suck at folding clothes, to tell you honest with you. The only good thing I can fold at is towels. Tracy does an awesome job. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to go upstairs and finish folding clothes. But I had to come back in, and I sat down with him. I said, I said my name. Well, I never knew mentioned your name, and he gave me this name, and I said, that's cool, man. I said, you're going to be the changer, and the Lord's going to be, you got a lot of gifts, you got a lot of talents, and the Lord, wants to just to use, bring honor and glory to His name. And I continued talking with him, and he opened up a little bit, and then I said, I got to bless you. He goes, yeah, go ahead. I said, well, this is awesome. So I was able to pray for him, and then told him, God's going to use you mightily. He's going to start working through you, and He's going to do amazing things through you. He's going to start bringing a lot of people to you. You're going to be that changer that you want to see things change, in this world, in your community, in your neighborhood, and here in Peoria, Illinois. So I was able to bless him, pray over him, and then of course, a handy dandy Gospel John book here. I handed him one of those to get into the Word, man. And he goes, yeah, I will. He took it and says, I'm going to put it in my car, and, I'll get into the Word, man. I'll get into the Word. So, all in all, it's just one person. You can reach one person. It's worth it. So, never give up, man. Never give up. Just go. Just go and just always, man. Let's all go and give him Jesus. And I pray this to be a blessing to you. Let the Lord use your gifts. Let the Lord use your talents. We're all uniquely made in a specific way. We are the church, and we're meant to go, like David said in his podcast, we are the church, and we're meant to go and give him Jesus, and wherever we're at, regardless of the circumstances. You show up and God shows up. And He, we're here to, do the seeding and the watering. He does the increasing. So there's no stress. So again, we're all, Dave and I are always out here, man. I want to lift you up in prayer. Just let us know how things are going in your life, man. We really encourage you just to send us a message and let us know how we can lift you up. So once again, this is me in front of my Mission Peoria. My home's here at 1709 North California Avenue. So this is an awesome neighborhood, nice and quiet Sunday morning. So once again, thank you again for tuning in, and let's go and give him Jesus. Peace.